welcome to the Homesmine. It's time to take advantage of some of those property deals, especially if you're a first-time buyer. Let's see what's coming up. I'll be exploring not one, but two properties at Bloor Homes' new development, Peacock Gardens, based in Gorton. Plus, Sian takes us on site at her latest development, a 200-year-old cottage. Well, it's a bit of a change, but Jane's going to show us around the first property before we take a look at the area. Hi Jane, how are you doing?
Hi, come on in.
So what are you showing me around today then?
Well, we're in the Bramwell. It's a 3-bedroomed house, starting at 148,995.
Right, it's a good sized lounge for a start anyway.
It is, isn't it?
And really nicely dressed. I mean, it sort of shows you what you can do with the living space.
Absolutely it does, yeah.
Wonderful.
Would you like to have a look around the kitchen?
Good sized kitchen as well then.
It's a really spacious kitchen, yeah.
And you get a choice of units, or is this a standard?
No, you get a choice of units. We've got a selection of kitchens to choose from. Really high spec.
I say you've sort of done those little extras on them, haven't you? It's
We've
just
got the soft closure drawers and doors.
Wonderful.
And the stainless steel oven and hob, that's a standard feature.
And your extractor fan as well, brilliant.
It is, yeah.
And you've got space for a washing machine as well?
Space for a washing machine, yeah.
Good stuff. And obviously you've got dining space in here as well, which is really good.
It is a really good
house.
Spacious there, overlooking onto the garden. You've got your French doors, which are standard too.
Wonderful. So you've got downstairs toilet and sink as well.
Yeah, that's
really
a standard
good size.
That's a standard feature. It's a really good size. Everyone comments on how really handy that is.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially for disabled people. And also for young kiddies as well. If they're playing in the garden, they can come through the kitchen and use the downstairs.
No need
it's
to
so
go
handy,
upstairs.
isn't it?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Can you have a look at the rest?
Yes.
Oh, so even your third bed, you've got room for your bed and your office area, so that's decent size.
We've fitted furniture in there just to show you what you can actually do with this size of room.
Yeah, definitely. Gives you a good idea. Oh, so for a second bedroom, this is still a really good size as well, isn't it?
Super size, yeah.
And to be fair, I mean, the colour schemes and you've got some nice fitted furniture, it gives you a bit of a feel for how it would be to live here, doesn't it?
It's lovely, yeah.
Very for a show house. Definitely. We got here then? Oh, storage space. There's not many like new builds that you get that kind of storage. Is that a standard thing?
It is a standard thing. It's something you really need as well, isn't it, when you've got a family?
Definitely. So it's a really nice bright bathroom as well.
It is, because we've got the feature window here, which provides lots of natural light.
Yeah, definitely. So what do you get included as standard?
Well, it's the standard 3-piece suite, all in white with the monoblock chrome taps.
Yeah, they're really nice, really modern.
Very contemporary, isn't it?
And do you get the tiling included as well?
The tiling's included, and there's a selection of tiles to choose from.
Fantastic. Right. Master bedroom then. Oh, this is lovely. Really nice. And you get fitted wardrobes as standard?
They're standard, yeah. Lots of storage in there.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, again, lovely in a new house to get that much storage.
And if you also like to watch TV in bed, we supply a TV socket and also a BT socket here. That's standard in the bedroom ones.
Nice little bit of extra, definitely. Yeah. And you've got an ensuite as well, which is wonderful. Yeah. So is it the same thing, your tiling standard?
Tiling standard, all around the shower cubicle, and there's a choice of tiling as well.
It's a good size as well, really nice. So how much was this one again then?
This is the Bramwell house type and they start at 148,995.
See, that seems like a good deal to me, but you've got some 2 beds on site.
I've got some 2 beds and they start at 115,995.
Bargain. So, before we look at the second house, let's get the lowdown on Gorton. East Manchester is host to one of the most exciting and successful regeneration projects in the UK. Just minutes away from the bright lights of the city centre, the area is made up of a range of neighbourhoods, each with their own distinct character. There are a number of local train stations, central bus links and good connections to all the major motorway networks. The proposed extension of the Metrolink will increase local transport facilities considerably. Property has been an important factor in regenerating the area. Property values are improving all over, a good sign for those who are looking to invest. There's something for everyone and the prices are affordable. Building on that is the redevelopment of the economic infrastructure. Already working as Central Park, the UK's first and biggest urban business scheme. Large companies are investing all over the area and are helping to establish it as an industry powerhouse. Education is also getting an overhaul, with at least 2 new primary schools and substantial plans for more education facilities to come. Sports City is at the heart of East Manchester, providing an impressive range of facilities including the velodrome, Reebok Stadium, plus there's plenty of green spaces for picnics with the family. East Manchester already has a strong sense of community. With the government investing so much money, the encouragement of new residents and business, the area is shaping up to be a complementary extension to the bustling city centre with a very bright future. So there's loads of reasons to buy in Gorton. This is one of the detached properties and it's a 3-bed.
Hi again.
Hello. Right. Which house are we looking around this time then?
We're in the 3-bed detached Ashbury.
Right, but you do a few different versions of the 3-bed?
We do another type of 3-bed detached Hillcott.
And how much is this one?
This one's on the market, starting price of 159,995.
That's really good for a detached house, that's brilliant.
And with a garage.
Right, very good. And you've got a really big kitchen again here. Is it the same sort of thing? You've got choice of units and...
Choice of kitchen units, worktops.
So you can put your own stamp on the house?
Of course you can, yeah.
And brilliant entertaining space, everything open plan like we like it these days, really.
Absolutely, yeah. Everybody loves to entertain in the kitchen.
And you've got a full-size dining table there as well, which is obviously...
It is a really good size, isn't it?
And nice and light.
Very bright with the 2 feature windows.
No, it's a really nice space. What have we got through here? Oh, it's a lovely bright room again, it's really nice.
It's a lovely room this, it's very calming, isn't it?
Definitely, and it's nice that it's at the back of the house because you get that quietness and it's straight onto the garden as well.
Straight onto the garden, yeah. It's easy access into the garden through the French doors.
And is that something that all the detached houses come
Yeah,
with?
we do the French doors, that's a standard.
Oh, that's really nice. Yeah. Should we have a look at the rest of it?
Yeah.
So have you got another downstairs cloakroom there?
Yes.
Oh, it's a really nice bright bathroom again. And I really like those tiles actually, they're really nice.
Yeah, they're lovely, aren't they? You can choose those from our porcelainosa range.
They're really good. It's another really nice sized room. So this is the second bedroom still?
Yes, this is the second bedroom. It's a really good size, isn't it?
Yeah, really.
And you've got your window overlooking your back garden.
Fantastic. No, it's lovely. Oh, this is a lovely room, isn't it pretty for a little girl?
It's very sweet, yeah.
And I bet, to be honest, it's a big enough room to sort of turn things around, and you might even get a double bed in here still.
I think you could, you know.
Really good for a third bedroom. And you've got the storage on the corridor again.
Again, yeah, really good storage space in here.
Yeah, you do get a lot of storage in these houses, don't you? And the master bedroom. Oh, this is another lovely master suite, isn't it? And you've got the ensuite again.
Yeah, we've got the ensuite with the double width shower.
No, it's a good size in there, isn't it?
Wash hand basin, toilet, and this bedroom overlooks the garden.
No, they're really nice. And then you've got the 10-year NHBC guarantee with all these
Bloor
houses.
Homes do the 10-year NHBC, and we've also got the maintenance, the aftercare. We've got a specialist team that will look after you for 12 months once you've completed on your property.
Well, that takes a little bit of stress out of your first buy.
Certainly does.
Fantastic. So Jane, you were telling me about a few incentives that Bloor Homes have got to help people get on the property ladder. How does that work?
Yeah, we've got Bloor Home Start 2.
Right, and what's that?
That's where you actually own 100% of the property.
Right, but you help us out with the mortgage, or?
Yeah, you will actually mortgage 85% and we will loan you 15%, and that's interest free for up to 10 years, and you can pay it back whenever you want to.
So I wouldn't actually have to find a deposit at that, or?
Well, you would need a deposit of possibly up to 5%.
Right, which is far more manageable really, isn't
Absolutely.
it, than 20%?
Yeah, but you could always have a chat with our financial advisor. It's all free advice, and we could set you up with an appointment.
So I can actually come to site and have the whole thing talked through. That's really helpful. So is that the only scheme that you've used on this site then?
We've just started a new scheme, that's our deposit match saver scheme.
Right.
For instance, if you've got a customer who would like to purchase a property and they don't have a deposit, they can select a new plot that's not even out the ground yet, and providing they can save up to 5%, when the property's built, we'll match that.
That's fantastic. So while I'm waiting for my property to be built for me, as long as I'm putting a bit of cash away, you're going to match what I've saved?
Absolutely, yeah.
That seems to make life very easy for a first-time buyer. Everything's on site, ready and sorted, isn't it?
It's been proved very successful on here.
Fantastic, Jane. Well, thanks ever so much for your time today. It's been
Thank
really
you.
Interesting.
You're welcome.
Some great deals there. So if you like Peacock Gardens, now's the time to pounce. Up next, we're looking at a development that Sian's doing, which is still in the building site stages, so I'm obviously intrigued.
Well, this is Rose Cottage. It's a gorgeous little Grade 2 listed cottage in the heart of Fallowfield, and when it's finished, you've got to think Laura Ashley, Kath Kidson, that kind of thing, when it's finished. Well, I first came with Hannah, who's the owner. It was full of dampness and condensation, no heating. Kitchen was just hideous. It all needed to be gutted and started again. Well, it looks as though I'm standing next to a moat that we're trying to create around the cottage, and there's a certain element of truth in that, really. We were very surprised to find that the mains water feed for this cottage and the one next door rose up the living room wall, through both bedrooms and the bathroom, and then into next door, which is not ideal to have mains water running through your house. So what we've had to do is dig a huge trench all the way around the cottage to take the neighbour's mains water feed sort of off in that direction, and to bring Hannah's in through the kitchen as opposed to going in through the living room behind a sofa. As a project manager or a builder, you always expect the unexpected, and in this room, which is the bedroom, above me we've got the chimney breast. Behind here is the chimney breast, and clearly this section of the chimney breast has been removed at some stage in the past. And what we found when we took all the old plaster away is that it was precarious, to say the least. I mean, the fact that probably Hannah could have been lying here in bed and had it all collapse on her, that would have been a real possibility. It was just lethal. So what we've had to do is insert a big piece of steel from the front elevation to the rear elevation, right the way across, and support the chimney breast. We're in the bathroom now, and it effectively is like a little pod that's been created within the cottage on the first floor. And the reason for that is that structurally the cottage wasn't that safe. It is now. We've had to use, the structural engineers recommended we use very thick ply, and that is actually, in the wall here you see metal straps, and those are angled, right angles. And effectively what's happening is the pod of the bathroom is being clamped to the front elevation of the house. So it's sort of all been held together. One side is reinforcing the other, and it just adds strength to a poor little cottage which wasn't very strong before. We've got a curious looking piece of timber up here, and that really is because there's not a lot of storage in the cottage, and storage is essential in any house. So what we're going to do, or what we've done before all the plasterboard's put on, is to put this in, and it's effectively a shelf. What you put is towels above here and toiletries and all bits and pieces, and it doesn't affect the bathroom, won't affect the mirror which is going above the sink which is there, and it means that Hannah's got somewhere for her knickknacks. We're in the second bedroom, which an estate agent would call compact and bijou. It's pretty tiny. And the thing is with small spaces, you've got to decide very firmly what's going to go where and how the space is going to be used. Otherwise, you can get a bit lost with it. So you decide where the bed's going to be, and you put the plug sockets there, and you decide where the wardrobe's going to be quite early on. And in this room, originally when we looked around, it didn't actually even have a bed in. I think it was like a fold-down thing. So we've decided that we're creating a bed deck here. All this lot looks a bit cumbersome at the minute. But this is going to be a bed deck, so we're going to extend this with timber, and the mattress will go that way. It looks a bit odd, but, you know, we've designed and redesigned this room so many times, and it's actually the best way that it works, and the only way, actually, that it does work. So the wardrobe will go over there, desk here, and then these areas will have some sort of nice timber shelving, and it can be used for a light and books and storage. So in a very, very small space, it's probably only just over 1.5 meters wide, which is nothing. We've managed to get all the essentials in, which is pretty good going. On the first floor, we took down all the original ceilings and exposed the shape of the roof, and we've boarded them and insulated them, so it's kind of given the cottage a little bit of character back, because it kind of lost a lot of that over the last 25 years. So it feels a bit church-like and a lot more spacious. The upstairs feels much more spacious. And we've managed to keep some of the purlins exposed as well, so those will be sanded and those will look beautiful when they're done. This area we've had to keep because we're going to put in something called a PIV unit. All of these cottages have a real problem with damp, notwithstanding the water leak, just generally. So what the PIV, positive input ventilation system, does is it just brings dry air back into the cottage all the time. It takes air from the outside, and it needs somewhere to sit. So its little house is in there. So that'll be plasterboarded over so you won't see it. And we've maintained some storage over the top of the bathroom. We've left that space open, so Hannah will have a little ladder outside the bathroom at the wall, and she has to scuttle up there and put a Christmas tree away, and that's some nice extra storage in there as well. So lessons learned. For clients, I think get a structural engineer's report, or at least a home buyer's survey, and not just a valuation, because valuations aren't really, in my opinion, worth the paper they're written on if you're not a builder or a developer. If you're buying a listed building, expect to spend the first 4 months not doing anything. At the minute, the guys are plastering that you've seen, and now's kind of the exciting time, because now's the time that you start thinking about skirting boards and door styles and flooring. We've decided on what flooring is going to be in the kitchen and throughout the rest of the house. We've picked the bathrooms, so the bathrooms arrived. It's actually in my kitchen at the minute, of all places. Taps are here, all the sort of fiddly, gorgeous little bits. And this next probably 2 or 3 weeks is the time when all that arrives on site and is fitted, and then suddenly there's a massive transformation. I mean, it looks like it's months away, but actually this is the stage when everything starts being pulled together and the pieces of the jigsaw get fitted in. This is the time that clients start getting really worried, because they're thinking, I've got to be in 4 weeks and it isn't anywhere near done. But actually, it's not that far away.
Well, that's quite a project. Happy house hunting to all you first-time buyers. And remember, you can watch again at channelm.co.uk, and we'll see you next time for more property and interiors news from the North West.